Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Master Heart family. And you are going to absolutely love this session. You're going to be more playful and have more fun now that we're going to invite our inner child in today. And you'll see it's just going to be magical. And it actually, as you invite your inner child, we all have an inner child within us, that little boy, that little girl. And I'll share a little bit more about like my inner child, and what gave me the thought to talk about our inner child, which, by the way, when you really embrace your inner child, that what will happen is you'll raise your vibration, you'll feel better, you'll be closer to God. You will also raise your point of attraction. And so you get more of your goodies, if you will, and more of the things that you want. But where this came from is I had several of the Master Heart family come into Dallas, and we met over this weekend. And I gave them each a gift, and it was the book, The Master Heart Family. And I'm really not sure if how many of you realize that we actually have a book, The Master Heart Family, and what it is from our very first time that we started. We did a program called Walk with God that is available that will help you to walk with God, and it's a basic program. And then who Dua is on today, that Dua then said, "Oh, I'm going to miss all of you guys so much," and that's where the birth of through our thoughts, the birth of the Master Heart family started. And in our first session, we talked about freeing your inner child. Yeah. And to free our inner child. And so we'll get more into that, and you'll be able to we'll literally go and meet with you'll go and meet with your inner child, and give more love that some of us don't even realize we have an inner child. In fact, we kind of push our inner child away because we say, "Oh, I want to be grown up, and don't act like a child," and all those things. And actually, we all want to act like a child. Come to me as children. And the reason why is we're in a pure state of allowing it. So you're going to absolutely love what we're going to talk about today. But as usual, like we normally do, we always talk about the miracles happening in our life. And it's a way to lead with heart. It's a way to inspire others to realize that if we can do it, they can do it too, that all things are possible. And so we have the amazing ability with God, with our higher power, to be able to do, and have everything and anything we want. So share with me the miracles. What's going on with you guys? What's the good news? What's the good news to share?
I can go first.
Okay, Shell.
I have just been leaning into doing what I want to do when I want to do it. And I've just been loving my life every day. It's just so fun. I've really been, you know, embracing that inner child. And tomorrow I live in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. It's about a 7 hour drive to Chicago, but I
Wow.
work for the line and I fly for free. So tomorrow, me and my daughters are getting on the plane in the morning. We're flying down to Chicago, taking the bus to the mall. We're going prom dress shopping,
Oh,
taking the bus back to the airport, and flying home tomorrow night. It's going to be so fun.
my gosh, you are the traveling woman. You just were in Hawaii. You just got
Yes.
back from Hawaii like last
Yeah.
week, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And I saw you have a newsletter now that you can share, and those that want to sign up for. In fact, Shell, tell us a little on, just on how you have grown and being more of what you want to be. And can you share with us a little about your best friend being you, my best
Yeah.
friend being you? Yeah.
So, I started my transformation in September of 2020, and I have been working on myself and healing and all that stuff. And I've been wanting my own business, but not sure exactly how to go about it. Probably last year and like a half year before that, I was all over the place with business ideas. I started so many different websites and all of that. And I'm like, what am I good at? I am really good at being a friend. Now, how the heck can I turn that into a business? And
Yeah.
I just started leaning into doing what I like to do. What do I love? I love manifesting. Ever since meeting you, I've just been so happy, and I just want everyone to feel this good. And so
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. That's my business is your new best friend, soulful BFF. And
Um,
it's funny because I've been trying to do so many different things online, and I'm like, just stick to doing what you love. I came across this newsletter thing because I love working in Canva and creating this stuff. And it's funny because yesterday I was like, nobody ever replies except you, Dr. Hank. You always reply. And I was
yeah.
kind of bummed out. I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, you love doing this. You
Right.
just continue to do what you love, and they will come,
It will
It's
come.
not about who responds, it's about doing what you love to do.
Wow, if that isn't powerful. See, all the money will come, everything will come when you do what you love. And so a few things, what you said, asking, and you're asking really God here, what am I good at? What am I good at? What do I like? What do I love? And and when you get an answer, and so Shell is a best friend. And so if you need a best friend, go to Shell. And she's a best friend. And then she has a newsletter that she sends out every Monday morning. At least that's the target. Sometimes it's Monday afternoon or Tuesday, depending on what part of the world she's in. But it's like, yeah, do what you love and everything. And so, let's say you have a job, you're doing something right now, but you're really not all that happy. Just start asking what you want, and you'll come to it. And the committee wants to remember that little chattering voice. It's the only devil, only thing working against any of us. And when we say, I just have to get out of my way, it's the committee. We need to get out of our way. And the good news is we can control that committee. So the committee is saying, oh, how many likes did I have? Or how many people responded? It's not about that. It's about you shining your light on the world and that you're impacting people. And we are the Master Heart family, every one of you, because you're here, because you're being impacted by this, because you're embracing these divine ideas that you'll impact. We're all impacting the world. And it's like this ripple effect. And I like to, look at it. It's not a pond where you throw a pebble in and a ripple. It's kind of like that, but it's more like it's the ocean. It's a big, huge mountain splashing down the ocean. We are making major things, and you don't have to think about, oh, well, where can you count it or how many people or whatever. It's not about that. It's about, are you doing what you love? And when you do what you love and with the people that you can, connect with, that's all about it. And and I love your idea about leaning into, and that's a great one. Joey talks a lot about, what are you leaning into? And so ask yourself, am I leaning into what I want? And, I want more business. I want more easy money. I don't want just money. I want easy money. Okay. And Shell has just attracted all kinds of easy money. And there's Canva or whatever it's called, the software to make flyers. She just helped some people yesterday, with that. And so she's, getting more expertise, knowing more, understanding more on how to market, help people, and be people's best friend. So fantastic, Shell. I'm so proud of you. And that's just great. And I like also you said, stick to what you love. and I'm taking
Mhm.
notes and yeah, stick to what you love and everything will come to you. And yesterday you mentioned something about, oh, you got caught up, your committee got you caught up with, well, I don't know if I can afford doing it. Just forget about that. You
Yep.
know, what do I want? And you go do it, and God will find a way to make it all play out. Amen.
Hmm. Um, it was funny because yesterday I was recording a video for TikTok and I was like trying to explain just like how easy it is to live the life that you want. And I
Yeah,
was like, do I have bad days? And I was like, no, actually I don't. I don't have bad days anymore. I sometimes have bad moments, but I catch them immediately and I know what to do thanks to you. You know,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
this is what I don't want. What do I want? And I just focus on what I want every day.
Man, that is so powerful for you to put it in that perspective, is that we none of us have to have bad days. And if you do catch a bad moment, it's only the committee telling you this stuff.
Yes.
We live like kings and queens, better than kings and queens. They didn't have running water, they didn't have phones, they didn't have jets, they didn't have cars. We got a roof over our head, we got food. And the cool thing is when we enjoy ourselves and we're feeling good because that's where God is in a state of joy, that then the heavens part for us. And so there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear. It's all the committee just chattering. And that, like you say, I caught it. I realized, and the way you catch it is you say, how am I feeling? And if you're not feeling good, you right away know that's God communicating to me. I'm not thinking about this the way God is. And then you'll start seeing answers and asks for, what do I want with this? And that you'll get the answers. You'll attract that we're like magnets. We'll attract the people and circumstances and events to have everything that we want. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Woohoo. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Thank you, Shell. Who has more good things, more miracles happening?
Hey,
Good to
Dr. Hank.
Hey, Dr. K.
It's been a while. I've been very, very busy in and out of town, and
Yeah,
glad to be here just for a half hour today, another 10 minutes, because I have a call to help
yeah,
Robin out, one of her team members. And
fantastic.
just to give you an idea, we went to a cruise in. My wife and I are car people. We enjoy cruise ins and car shows and get to
Yeah,
meet people and talk with people. And we stopped at a place called Mexteca and we got food. And the woman behind the counter was so up. She had, she was having a bad life. You could
yeah,
just tell. She
yeah.
wasn't smiling. She was very short with us.
Mhm,
And what I got across from that is she hated what she was doing.
mhm.
She hated it. You could tell.
Yeah,
Well, what that instilled in me is I smiled, I talked to her and wished her a great evening. And it didn't seem to make any difference with her. But I am not going to put that type of attitude or that type of demeanor to anyone because I look back when I was in practice. I may have been not feeling so well that day, but I still went with a smile. I made sure that I didn't make anything happen that's going to change their day for the worse.
yeah.
And that just instilled it into me more. We may be, and we say in Christianity, we may be the only Jesus that someone sees. And so I'm going to do exactly what she had done with her best friends and her
Yeah,
newsletter. I'm going to be
yeah.
out there and I'm going to smile and I'm going to make someone's day. And I just thought that was really evident with seeing that person behind the counter.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And it's not so much our committee sometimes will say like, oh, she didn't, really be impacted by it. But, Dr. K, we know that you touched her heart. We know that you uplifted her. And even though she was at a point where, she was probably so entangled with her committee that she couldn't appreciate it, within her, she did see Jesus, the only Christ that day. And that's because God is within us. And so it's so beautiful. And for you to not buy into how she is, because the committee will say, oh, look at she's being, I'm getting out of here, whatever. Instead, you led with heart and you just wanted to open your heart for her and give her love. Give everybody a break. And remember, when your brother's boat comes in, so does yours, which means that however I'm thinking about that other person, however I'm being, that I become that. And so if I see that other person and I say, oh, that person isn't having a good day and I'm mad at that or whatever, that I become that. I attract more of that. And it's like, I'm not going there. Instead, I'm just going to love the world and I'm going to love this woman, whether she's in a good mood, loves what she's doing or not. So good for you, Kay. Dr. Kay, way to lead with heart, my friend. Beautiful. And yeah, it's good to see you. We haven't seen you for a while because you've been so productive. And I love that word, instead of busy, productive, because you have, and your business is just skyrocketing. Yeah, beautiful. Hey, Stephen, did you wave your hand there?
I did. How's everybody doing today? Love the shirt. Love the shirt.
It's the kid shirt. Yeah, it's the kid shirt.
Fantastic.
It's the fun shirt. Playful, man. We're going to invite our inner child in today.
Yeah, perfect. I love it. Yeah, miracles never stop happening in my life every day. It was kind of funny though at work. I had an incident with somebody that I don't know had some issue with me for whatever reason. I can't think of any reason, but it's funny because they kept telling me, "You got to join this contest. You got to join the contest." I'm like, "No, no, you got to do that. It's good. You go play with that." And so I didn't sign up, but I won the contest, and so I actually gave it to that person that was having an issue with me, which I don't know. It was just fun to be able to like. Well, I didn't want to do it, but here you go. Since I won, you get a win because I don't know. It's
Now, did you
silly.
say you didn't sign up for it?
No, I didn't even sign up
How
for
did
it.
you win?
It was based on reviews, 5-star reviews. Yeah.
And then you gave it to the person that had a challenge with you and didn't
Yeah.
understand you. That person
Yeah,
just
didn't
didn't
understand.
understand you.
It's silly. It's silly. And it just
Yeah.
it's amazing how people just their perception of things is so skewed because of their own thoughts of just
Yeah.
their committee is running ramp marathons in their head. I can tell.
Yeah.
And they got a team with them on their committee. And I try to explain it to them and they don't get it. And so that's all I
Yeah.
can do. That's all I can
Yeah.
do. Kill with kindness
Yeah.
and have a good day and smile and just keep
Yeah.
never mind the little
There you
things.
go. Yeah. And when we realize that, when we just put it into perspective that, oh, it's just their committee managing them. Remember, we
Right.
have 60,000 thoughts a day. And for most people, 80% of those thoughts are committee thoughts, things they don't want. And when they look at you, and if they don't like something, it's really, remember, if I point my finger at you, I have three fingers pointed back at me. And it's
Yeah.
really just about me, and so it's about that other person. It's really not about you. And then how for you to love your enemies, if you will, and to give your prize, and for you to win it and not even enter it, that's
Yeah.
like really,
And,
there's a miracle there, baby. And
and the
and
fun
win
part,
and then give the prize to yeah, your enemy. And we really don't have enemies. They're just
no,
contrasts. These are people like, wow, that like with Dr. K, recognize, wow, this lady just doesn't like what she's doing. She's in a bad mood, and so I'm going to shine my light on her, whether what not she knows it or not, doesn't matter. And what matters is I'm shining my light. And when I
right.
shine my light, it impacts me, and it does impact them, whether they know it or not.
That's what I told her. I said, I'm sorry your light's not shining as bright as mine today, but that's sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Keep shining. Keep trying to shine a little brighter.
Yeah,
Yeah. Bless
beautiful,
her heart.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we can all be happy in every moment, and it's just all a matter of what we're thinking. And if you're feeling bad, it's just not you're not aligned with God. You're not thinking about this the way God is. And so when you're feeling good, you're on your lighted path. And today we're going to be on our lighted path and discover our inner child, and build a better relationship with our inner child, and have our inner child shine through us and onto the world, and to be carefree and to be happy happier and more youthful, have more fun, be more playful. Woo,
Yeah.
doggies.
Start enjoying life again. Enjoy
Yeah.
life some more, like that's
Yeah, no more
good.
sacrifice, baby. I'm not going to sacrifice. I'm not going to think about other people. How are other people going to think or whatever?
Exactly.
I don't care. It only
Yeah.
matters about how I am. So beautiful, Stephen. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Other miracles, other good things to share? Well, with that, let's talk a little about our inner child.
Sure.
So again, each one of us have within us that little boy, that little girl. Actually, it makes a really big impact on us on how we are. And that in our very first Master Heart family, I shared with us, and there's way more of us now, if you will, that but shared about my inner child. When I first realized I had an inner child and went within me to find my inner child, I went through this black hallway, dark hallway, and there was this door. And I opened up this door. It was really eerie. It kind of creaked the door. When I opened it up, there was a very dim light. And in the corner was this little boy. And he was shaking. He was afraid. He had dark rings under his eyes, and he was just he looked malnourished, like he was thin and skinny and just afraid, and he was afraid of anything that walked through that door. And where that came from, just to put it in perspective, is when I was growing up, my father was in World War II, and he was a pilot with a bomber that flew over Germany and bombed Germany and whatever, and he got shot down and became a prisoner. And for 13 months, he didn't know if he'd be alive that day or if they'd shoot him. He didn't know if he'd have food. He lived with bugs every day, that it was just miserable conditions. And when he was released by General Patton's army, he decided, and when he had children, he would make them really tough, really strong. So they, when they grew up, when his four sons, I'm the third, when we grew up, that we would really be tough and we would be able to manage anything bad like that happened with him. So in essence, what happened with us is we lived with Hitler. This guy, our dad, was Hitler. I mean, he would do things, he would drop us off. He'd take us, before my younger brother was born, he'd take my two older brothers and I on up, this is in Wisconsin, in a forest on a dirt road and drop us off and just leave. And we didn't know, why. And we were sitting there scared. And so this was this little boy. This was this little boy that was scared, that was afraid in this corner, trembling because of the fear that not only did he have because of my father being Hitler, if you will, but also my two older brothers, they tortured me then because they couldn't stand my dad, his dysfunction and blah, blah, blah. And so they took it out on me, and they would kill animals in front of me and, all kinds of things. So this is the little child that I found. And think of you when you were growing up. Did you have any experiences that, were just horrific experiences? I was just talking with the lady yesterday who her priest, sexually molested her. And she couldn't get over it. And in less than an hour, she was over it. And that because, see, the past is dead. But even better is that right now, in this present moment, that we can connect with our inner child. We can free our inner child if it is in that room, if it is lonely, and we can invite our inner child back and into our heart, and to give comfort to our inner child, to love our child, that child within us, to be able to embrace and to support and guide and let that child know that all is well. And what will happen is that inner child of yours will give back to all of us more youthfulness, more playfulness, more fun. Come to me as children, and this is where we're going to be as we invite our inner child back in and love our inner child. So I would ask that all of you get very comfortable now, that your breath, remember your breath. And so I'm going to mute everybody here. And remember that your breath is, in the Bible, spirit means breath. It's the fastest way for you to connect with God. And so breathe in deeply. We're going to do this for 1 minute. Breathe in 5 seconds. And breathe out. And just say to yourself, relax. And just relax from the top of your head. Just start working down your body. Just relaxing your body, down your tummy, down your legs, down to your feet. And just relax and breathe in. Breathe in the breath of God. And as you release, just let go. Just become comfortable and feel the loving energy of God filling you and your mind, your spirit, your emotions, your feelings, and in your body. Breathe in. And breathe out. Just say to yourself, at ease. Become very meek. The meek shall inherit the earth. We become meek and allowing and believing and expecting a brighter future. And breathe in. And breathe out. And as you are now fully relaxed, at ease, in this state of allowing and believing, that one final deep breath in, and breathe in now the glory of all that is. And relax and let it out. Release anything bothering you. It's all gone now. And as we are relaxed with closed eyes, begin to go within the kingdom within you. Just begin to go down deeper and deeper and deeper, and feel yourself with God within you at one. And now start to float and just start to rise up and to float into the beautiful sky, this beautiful world of yours within you. It's expansive. There's no end to the beauty within you, to the vastness, to everything that you want is all within you as you flow with this now. And as we fly now together, we fly over this beautiful castle. It looks like Disney World. But even better than Disney World. And we just love it. We love looking at it. It looks so fun. There's so many rides. We just gently land now in front of the Golden Gate, in front of this playground. This is our inner child's playground. And we just love it. And those golden gates with Peter there, that just open up now. And just see yourself walking now on your golden lighted path. It feels so good in this beautiful castle. All of these games and rides, and all the energy is so light and so fun. And you hear people laughing and people just smiling. And oh, it's such a wonderful place. And you're so excited because as you're walking down this path, you walk into this castle. And you know, in this castle is your inner child, your happy inner child now. That because, and your inner child is so excited to be with you. And so you walk into this wonderful castle. There's all kinds of games and laughter, and you hear the angels that they're singing, and harps are playing, and it just feels so fun. Feels so easy, so good, so delightful. You love being in this castle of your inner child. And you walk into the main room and you see up on top of a pedestal your child. And your child is just so happy there. His or her arms are just wide open, so happy to see you. And your inner child now comes running down off of that and comes running up to you and gives you a big hug and embrace. And oh, you hug and embrace your inner child now. You're so happy that you're at one together, that you're inviting now your inner child in, and your inner child just loves that and loves you. And can't wait to play with you and be with you. Your inner child looks at you now, those beautiful, innocent eyes. And your child says, I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh. And you respond back, and I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh. And we embrace again. Oh, and our hearts touch, become one. And we're so happy. Your inner child looks at you again and says, let's go play. Oh, and off we go, skipping together. We're just playing and having fun and going on rides and laughing. And, oh, just so carefree. We just love this. We embrace now with our inner child this emotion to be carefree. No cares, just purely allowing, knowing all is well. Going on a merry-go-round and just love our merry-go-round, going faster and faster. It's more fun. Oh, we just love it as we're skipping along now, our lighted path together. And we begin to float up now. We start floating up, and it's like we have wings on, and we're just giggling together. So happy together. It feels so good to be so youthful, to have so much fun, to be so carefree. We just love this, and we just love and embrace our inner child now. We thank you for coming back home, for being in our hearts, for being with us in our consciousness, being with us in every cell of our body now, putting that youthfulness in us, having us create youth, being younger and younger every day, happier and happier every day. We love being carefree. We all so love it. Just love skipping along our path now. Oh, We're in the castle, the beautiful castle. And our child says, come with me. We go out and we just start exploring, and we go to God's garden that's there, the beautiful flowers. We go in the back, those 40 acres back there where we get to plant our dreams together now with our child. Just have we dream bigger than we've ever dreamed before. We're going to go and we plant those dreams. It's so much fun. Just playing in the dirt. It's kind of like a sandbox, just having such fun planning our dreams. And our dreams are bigger than ever now because we're carefree. We've allowed God to be in our lives now. We've allowed for us to expand our imagination, to dream big, to be big, to lead with heart. We're just so happy and we give thanks. And as we're sitting in the ground with this fertile soil, with our child, and we share with our child just how much we love you, how we thank you for giving us these gifts now of youthfulness, of playfulness, of happiness. Feels so good. And our child just comes up and hugs us, just so happy. Says and whispers in our ear, I love you. I love you. I love you. Breathe in. Just feel the happiness. Feel the joy. Feel the love that you and your child has created now. You both stand up now, hand in hand, walking out of the fertile soil of the back 40, going through the garden, beautiful flowers, beautiful colors, freshness of a spring day, the breeze of God's breath upon our cheeks. We're just so happy as we're hand in hand and skipping down our golden path now. We go into the castle and with all the games and all the fun, with all the angels, and we realize that this is our life now, filled with fun and laughter and smiles and love and joy and happiness and youthfulness. It's all ours now, and we give thanks to our inner child. We give thanks for being there. And we now bend down and we look our inner child in the eyes and we ask, would you come into my heart and be with me every moment of every day from here on out? And your child has tears of joy running down their cheeks. So happy. Yes, 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 they respond. You hug your child. You put your child now into your heart, forever with you, to be happier now, to be more playful, be more fun, to lighten up. We love lighting up and being the light now. And with this, we walk down our golden path with our child in our heart. And we go through the golden gates and off we go. We begin to float out into the beautiful world of the universe of the sky that we own. With our beautiful thoughts and emotions, we create it all. We are the creators of our own experience, and now we create even better with our inner child with us that is so happy now. so at home, living at home now and forevermore. Breathe in and breathe out. And we're now floating and drifting, feeling so free that we can fly. We can do all things now. Oh, it's so fun, so beautiful. And we float down now and we see Mother Earth and how beautiful it is, and that we're magnets to all that we want now in this beautiful world. And we flow into our soul, and our soul is so happy that we're so filled now with this usefulness, this fun, this playfulness, the way life was intended to be, with our inner child, with our happy inner child within our heart. And now I invite you back into the room, into your chair. Just feel how good it is to be with your inner child. I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and at 1, you'll open up your eyes and feel more youthful, feel better, feel happier than ever. And 3, and we now let it be. We let it be because we know that as we let it be and only think of what we want, that's all we will get. And 2, and it's the 2 of us now. It's us and our inner child together, happy. And on 1, we awaken, we open up our eyes and welcome this beautiful life in. And 1, and here we all are together again. Ooh. I feel good, like I knew that I would. So good, so good. Woohoo! All right. So, what did you like best about all that? What did you experience there? Could you feel your being with your inner child? Thoughts? Come on.
We ate some candy in the castle.
That's great. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's amazing where the divine takes us to, you know. It's like, wow, all of a sudden this castle appeared, you know, kind of like the Disney castle. It's like, how fun is that? I like that. Yeah, I had some candy together. Just had fun, you know, just happy. All is well. All is well. Other thoughts? Does everybody have, did you have a happy child? Do you think maybe, yeah, good. Marilyn, you had a happy child. Yeah, that's great. Well, wonderful. So any other thoughts? Anything, everybody, oh yeah, tell about the kids' summer school. That's right. Speaking of kids and our inner child, thank you, Shell, that, yeah, we are going to, the first week of June, um, have summer school for kids. And we're going to meet every Wednesday, and more details you can ask me about it. Have sent an email. We've sent an email out. Shell knows about it and can, you know, help you too. But it's for kids ages. Typically, you need to have your own consciousness to really understand that, and that usually is around age 12. And so the age and the age limit, it's 12 to 100 and plus. Because we can all use this. And it is 5 miraculous sessions. You know, and I've helped kids they do 190s, you know, they realize what life is because they haven't lived so long with their beliefs that don't serve them. And, I have people that, just say, I'm not going to change. And, well, if you're not going to change, and not going to improve your thinking, can't improve your life. And so kids typically are easier to, once they understand on how life it plays and how we can have life play with us and how we don't have to listen to the committee. The committee just wants us is for our demise and for us not to realize our dreams. And then we have our communication system with our emotions. Our thoughts create emotions to God, and God uses emotions to help us know bad feelings if we're off our path, good feelings if we're on our path. And so all of those good things, so it's that good understanding, and kids really get this. They get it like in the first session. They understand, what I'm sharing with them. And so you're all invited. Your kids are invited. It'll be on Zoom. And again, for other details, just contact me. But again, the ages are 12 to 100 plus, and so any and everybody that you think would like to have a better life, would like to and play with their child, to be more playful, to be more youthful, and to create more of their dreams come true. That summer school, so we all can go to summer school like kids now too. So you're like a kid. You can be go to summer school, and again every Wednesday. I think I don't know, it's at noon or something in the middle of the day on Wednesdays, starting I think the first week of June. And so, yeah, thanks, Shel, for reminding me about that. And so, any other thoughts, comments before we go?
I just have a question.
Yes.
Um,
Hey, Martha.
is there a meaning? What does it mean if there is a meaning during your meditations? Even when I listen to the Archangel Michael money recording that you shared with me,
Yeah.
I just um last night I had a full night restful sleep, woke up refreshed. But during this
Cool.
meditation, I completely like even for seconds or even a minute, I
Yeah.
completely like I fall asleep, like a deep
That's
REM sleep.
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So you want to love that, because what that means is you're in a pure state of allowing, and you shut down the committee. And so, like when you sleep during Archangel Michael's meditation, which is part of Easy Money, Easy Life, or in our meditations that we do in the Master Heart Family, it's all soaking into you. So, Martha, just know that, hey, because when you woke up, Martha, didn't you feel like today? Didn't you just feel great, even
I
better?
did.
Yeah.
It was amazing, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, oh, that's cool. See, we've been taught that we got to figure it out. That, hey, I got to be conscious, be hearing this, and I got to do it. No, it's all soaking in. You just remember the Father does the work. So you just need to ask for what you want and then allow it in. And so, for you, like Martha, you want to, be happier, grow your business, and have better health, all those wonderful things. And these are the answers to it. And so it's kind of like osmosis, that as long as you're, showing up every Monday at the Master Heart Family and watching these, I would watch these and at least a meditation, and several times every week. Most of us don't accept new ideas till at least 7 times. And so you want to think about, wow, if I heard it one time, man, I want to hear it more. And but again, we think we got to be conscious and we got to figure out the steps on how to do it. Get out of that. That's what gets us in trouble. It's a committee going upstream, and none of our desires are upstream. So, Martha, by you just sitting back and just loving it and soaking it in, it's putting you into step 4, which is allowing, allowing the divine to guide you, and you'll be given. And so, what automatically happens to you, Martha, and to all of us, we become magnets to more of the things we desire. Why? Because we raised our vibration today, and now we have our inner child. More aware now are we of our inner child, of youthfulness, of playfulness, of fun, that will take us to a higher vibration, that takes us to a higher point of attraction, that has us walking with God. And then we just skip along our lighted path and pick the low-hanging fruit of our dreams and desires. And we're going downstream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And you make the dream. And so whatever you're thinking about, you're going to be living. So what's your movie? What's the movie that's the upcoming movie, the great movie in your life that now you have your inner child there? And this is all just soaked into you. So you don't need to do anything. You'll be given inspired thoughts. You will attract people, circumstances, and events that will bring you everything that you want. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Yeah, great question, Martha. Thank you. Yeah, the more you can just let it go and sleep, whatever. And good for you on sleep. People make such a big deal about this S word that your body, so there's your subconscious mind that takes care of you. It's part of God that takes care of you. So none of us had to wake up this morning and say, okay, heart, you got to start beating. Okay. that are we're being taken care of. And so don't be getting into, oh, I'm supposed to have 8 hours of sleep or whatever. That's all committee talk. That go to sleep, and if you wake up 2 hours later and you feel refreshed, whatever, go do the joy shop, go watch a funny movie, go have fun. That you will get all the sleep that you need. And one of the ways to get sleep is to tell yourself that before you go to sleep. Hey, tonight I'm going to have sweet dreams. I've helped many people overcome like nightmares and stuff by just saying, being deliberate, being a deliberate sleep.
Man,
And before you go to sleep, that before you go to sleep, you say what you want on that. Hey, I'm going to have sweet dreams. I'm going to sleep deeply tonight. I'm going to wake up refreshed and feeling great. And because the committee just wants you to say, oh, I'm tired. I'm not feeling very good today. And what happens is now you turn in the wrong direction and now you'll feel worse. Okay. And that instead, don't listen to me and say, I'm not listening to you. How do I feel? I feel bad. I feel great today. And then I'm going to turn towards what I want. And as I do, I build that momentum, and then your cup overfloweth with all the things you want. Amen. Yeah. Now, everybody, unmute yourself because here we go. Are you ready to sing? We like to laugh and have more fun. We like to laugh
laugh
and
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 have
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 more
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 fun.
fun,
fun.
for we are the chosen ones.
For we
For
are
we
the
are the
chosen
chosen
ones.
ones.
Yeah, being more playful is our new game. Being
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 more
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 playful is
playful,
playful is
our
our
new
new
our
game.
new
game.
game. The child within us is our middle name. The
Child
The
child
within us
child
is
within
with
us
our
us
middle
is
is
our
our
name.
middle
middle
name.
name. Having fun is our divine right. Having
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 fun
fun
is
is
our
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 divine
divine
right.
divine
right.
right as we walk in our kids' divine light. As
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 we
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 walk
walk
we
walk
in our
in
in
our
our
kids'
kids'
divine light.
divine
divine
light.
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 Sound off the Master Heart family.
Sound
Sound
off the
off the
Master
Master
Heart
Heart
family.
family.
Family. Sound off the Master Heart family. Sound
Sound
off
Sound
off
off
the
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 Master
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 Heart
Heart
family.
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 Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. All right, very good singing. There we go. And Martha, I heard you in there. You're singing. And by the way, don't be judging if it sounded good or not. It was angelic. Every one of you singing was angelic. And with that, I love you and know that now with you and your inner child, you're going to take off like a rocket this week, starting right now. And more wonderful miracles will be happening for you. And let me know how I can help. Love you all and God bless. See you later.
I love you guys.
Okay,
Bye,
bye
guys.
bye. Hey, thank you,
Bye,
Clarence.
doctor.
See you guys.
Woohoo.